For the base, we're going to use a styrofoam sheet and 2 hard cardboards. We are using German glue to paste these all together. Add some weight and let it sit for a few hours. Now we're going to use paper mache for the base. Now we're going to mix it with German glue to make a thick paste, or you can say paper clay. Apply on the base just like this. Press, let it sit for a few hours. Now that's how the end product looks like, a firm base. Now we're going to take another styrofoam sheet. We're going to measure and cut these in blocks to make mountains. Oops, couldn't record that, but that's how the blocks should look like. Now we're going to paste these on top of our base. Now we're going to secure the edges with paper mache. We're going to use this Go Change electric foam cutting tool kit to shape our mountains. The packaging includes all of these 8 items. So let's have a look. Here we have the cutting handle. This is our 5 cm foam cutting pen. We have our blue marker. This is our 10 cm foam cutting pen. Here we have our hot bow blade. This is the best thing. We also have a 10-meter wire for the blade. This is the holder. And lastly, we have this power adapter. Here we are using the bow blade to give the mountains their shape. Now we're going to use the 10 centimeter foam cutting pen. Now that's the final look. Now we're going to use this wall putty for the base. For the mountains, we're going to use this tile bond cement. Take the cement, mix it with water. The consistency should not be too runny or thick. It should just sit on the top of our mountains, just like that. Coat all of your mountains with this paste and let it sit for a few hours. And that's how the end product will look like. Now we're going to take white paint and paint these mountains. Now we're going to use oil paint. This is off-white oil paint, and give this a coat. Once the off-white coat is dried, we're going to use this brown oil paint and coat on top of this off-white paint. We have diluted this brown paint with kerosene oil. Once the dark brown coat is finished, let it dry, but make sure it is not fully dried. Take a cloth, put some kerosene oil and gently remove the top coat from it. It will reveal the bottom coat, and that's how the texture should look like. We're going to take black paint, it's again oil paint, and we're going to dilute it with kerosene oil. Make sure the paint is too runny. Again, we're going to adapt the same procedure. Put the paint and then remove it, just like that. It will give the dark look of the mountains. Now we're going to take green paint and we're not going to dilute this one. Just apply directly. This will give the look of green patches, grass patches on the mountain. Now we're going to take light blue, white and dark blue oil paints. We're going to pour it and then we're going to use hair dryer to create these waves. Now we're going to use plaster of Paris, mix it with water, make a thick paste. Now we're going to use this paste to make mushrooms. For the top part, we're using this salt and pepper shaker. Once everything is dried, put the diluted paste and join every piece together. Once everything is dried, use plain water to smooth out any edges. Now we're going to use sandpaper. Okay, here we have used the spray paint. These are all the mushrooms that we have made. Now we're going to use acrylic oil colors to paint the mushrooms. To make the house, we have used cardboard. We're going to give it a shape. Put all the pieces together using glue. That's how the final house will look like. Now again we're going to use wall putty. Nicely coat the house with wall putty. Once it's dry, use sandpaper again to smooth out any edges. Okay, we couldn't find any acrylic color at that moment, so we have used spray paint to paint the house. Now we're going to paste everything on the base. We have used drilling machine to drill out holes to put the plants in it. Using this glue to paste the plant into the holes. Time to put the mushrooms. They were not holding properly, so we have to put some supporting material so they could stand and dry. Now we're going to use this grass patch. Cut out small patches and put it randomly on the base. Now we're going to apply German glue.